So I remember the day perfectly. It was January 24th, 2014. And I remember waking up in the morning at like 6 o'clock to go to school, and I'm just like, oh, another day of school. I don't want to go. I hate school. Like, who likes going to high school every day to see the same people that are annoying? So I wake up and I remember, oh yeah, today's the day that I get to play my rivalry school in a basketball game. And this only happens twice a year, and it happens pretty frequently, and you get to play your rivalry team. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I went to La Habra High School, and against Sonora, it's always like a big rivalry between the two schools, and they're always competing against each other, no matter what the sport is. So I'm getting ready, like putting on my attire that I wear for game days, because we always are matching as a team. So I get to school and I see my teammates, because we all meet in the gym before school starts. And we kind of talk about our game plan, and we talk like, be prepared for today, get yourself mentally prepared, get the nervousness out of your system. So like, I'm getting myself mentally prepared, but in the back of my head I'm thinking, I'm only a sophomore and I know I'm not going to be able to get to the play today, because being a sophomore on varsity isn't easy when you have a lot of upperclassmen trying to fight for a spot as well. So then I'm going through my day, and the principal says on the intercom, don't forget to come out to Sonora High School tonight at 6 o'clock for the girls' varsity game. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good one. And so I'm getting excited. The teachers are telling me, you got this, you can do it, believe in yourself, and you'll be fine. So I go carry on throughout the day. People are high-fiving me in the hallway. They're like, you got this, you good, you're good. And we all just kind of hype each other up as a school. So when the end of the day comes around, we all meet at the gym as a team again to go eat, and then to also talk about our game plan for the day without the coaches there, so we can get a little more like free with our speech and stuff like that. So we end up going to eat. We talk about how there's this one girl on their team that shoots 30% from the three-point line, and that's ridiculously good when it comes to three-point shooting. So we go to the gym for Sonora around maybe 4:30, and we see that our boys JV is getting absolutely slaughtered by their boys. They're getting slaughtered by 25, and we know that this game's practically over. So we're starting to lace up our shoes, we're starting to get ready, and our coach calls us over to like an empty spot in the gym, and we're kind of just talking over our game plan. And then he's like, okay, here's the starting lineup for tonight. And I'm getting ready, I'm like, oh, maybe this is my chance. Maybe I get to actually play tonight. But then I find out that no, I'm not on the starting lineup, but there's this twinge of hope in me saying, don't let yourself down tonight, because you're going to get your opportunity. So our first quarter comes around, and we're down by 5, and in my head I'm thinking like, oh, here we go, we lose to them every single year, we haven't won in like 10 years, so it's just history repeating itself. So the halftime comes around and we're actually tied. So I'm getting like, oh, okay, you can do this, you're getting ready, you're getting excited, because you might actually get your chance. And then the third quarter rolls around and we're down by 4 again. So the hope that I had starts to slowly die, and it starts to get a little sad, and I get really upset because I feel like I let my team down not doing something on the bench that I could have done before. So the fourth quarter rolls around, and I'm sitting there, and like half of our team has 3 fouls, which isn't good, because if you have 5, you're kind of out of the game for the rest of the game. So we're down by 4, and then one of their girls goes up for a layup, and our girl fouls her. But luckily she misses the free throw, so we're completely fine. We're chill. We're just relaxing on the bench. But then we slowly start to make our way back, and we're down by 3. But then once again, our girl hits their player, and she's fouled. She goes to the free throw line and luckily misses both again, but she's out of the game. So our coach calls a timeout, and then he's like, Amanda, you have to go in. So immediately I spring up from my seat, I run, and I get the play that he writes down, and he's like, all you have to do is stand there and just look pretty. So I'm just like, okay, well, at least I get to get on the court, and whatever. But then I go, and the play doesn't work as planned. So I'm standing there with the ball in my hand because they threw it to me, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? So then I start dribbling down the court, and I go up for a layup, and I'm hit. So then I'm like, oh gosh, what am I going to do? Like, I'm supposed to shoot these free throws now, like I could possibly win the game. So I go up to shoot the free throws, and I see on the left side their team just start yelling at me, saying, you suck, you can't do this, what do you think you're doing up there? And then our team just chanting my last name, Cuervo, Cuervo, Cuervo. But then I'm like, you can do this. So I shoot my first free throw and I make it. The crowd goes absolutely wild. So now we're tied. And it's 10 seconds left on the clock. So now I go to shoot my second free throw, and I'm like, oh, just relax, don't look stupid. And I go to shoot my free throw, and it goes in. So I'm like ecstatic, the whole crowd is going crazy. Their side's absolutely quiet because they're just lost. and 10 seconds left on the clock, they try to dribble the ball down the court, and they shoot from half court, and obviously it misses. So our whole team runs out on the court, and we start celebrating like, yeah, you got this, and then everybody's like, Cuervo, Cuervo, and then from then on, I'm known as Clutch. I'm known as like, you're an amazing athlete, you can do it, and it leads on to the best basketball career of my life, and that's the best day of my life.